Norfolk Council have had to call the police over alleged fraud reported by the council watchdog relating to fraud and corruption involving the public and council staff. I've told you before, it wasn't likely to be just Dorset Council, didn't I? In 2021 through to 2022, 13 referrals of alleged fraud or corrupt practices were made to the council's internal auditors. Almost half of those reports have led to police action, including a member of the public defrauding the council's hardship fund. But the allegations don't stop there, as there has been allegations of theft from the council and council staff unlawfully accessing databases without authorisation. A Norfolk County Council spokesman said preventing fraud remains a top priority, and the number of incidents is relatively low for the size of the organisation. It's relatively low. That makes it all okay then, doesn't it? Relatively low. There shouldn't be any theft or fraud coming from council workers or officials. Saying it's relatively low simply does not cut it. These are people entrusted with the public's money and they are stealing from the public. If it was the other way round, the public stealing something that the council owned, you could bet your ass they'd be in court quicker than they can fucking, I don't know what. Now, I think that comment from a council spokesman tells you all you need to know about the lack of shits that councils give towards the public who pay them. The council has said it cannot provide any extra information about individual cases, trying to cover their arses. But the report reveals the auditors passed on information which has triggered police investigations. It is not clear who those allegations were made against or whether they all involved workers employed by the council. However, the document, called the Council's Annual Anti-Fraud, Bribery and Corruption Report 2021 to 2022, says that they were minor cash thefts. It states there was not enough evidence to arrest anyone, but disciplinary action was triggered. One of the probes into unauthorised database access resulted in a resignation. Another worker quit before the investigation started, and the third resulted in minor sanctions. A council spokesman said, where relevant, some council employees are allowed access to third-party databases under strict rules to protect the information from misuse or inappropriate access. Well, that works well, didn't it? Full training is provided on the rules, what is expected of those that use the system, and what the consequences of any breaches can be. Those systems often have security features that flag when inappropriate access has been attempted or taken place. The council is notified of these incidents and we investigate them fully as per our internal disciplinary procedures. And I think it's absolutely disgusting, no matter if the amount stolen was a small amount or not, although I notice they don't give any specifics on the amounts. So what they class as small could in fact be classed as large amounts by the public whose money it is. But regardless, that should not matter. Theft is theft, fraud is fraud. I've said it before that all councils need to be audited by a completely independent auditor with absolutely no links to the local government. And I bet my bollocks if they did, every single council would be identified as committing fraud and theft in one way or another. And I bet the majority of chief executives are about as clean as Amber Heard's conscience. Or Katie Price's knickers.